My name is Najee Chambers of Big Oak Media. It's a pleasure to talk to you three today. How you doing?
We're doing
We're doing
great.
well. We peep your kindred
Your
in the
book in
back.
the background.
Yes.
That's right. That's right. I definitely just want to give a shout out to FX and the Hulu team. They premiered a first episode at New York Comic Con, and I thought FX did a fantastic job with the slate of shows this season, this year. And I stepped in to check out the first episode, and I was like, "Oh, I need this. I need all of this." And I obviously got
Yes.
the novel and the swag, and I've now seen the whole season, so super excited to talk to you three about it. Um, Speaking of that, I think that's a good first question. Had you all had a chance to read the novel, and if not, could you talk a little bit about the differences between your character in the novel and what you bring to the characters on screen?
Yeah. Well, I we definitely read the book. We had to read it, and I think that that was probably our way into the series. But for me, my character isn't in the book. So,
Right.
Olivia, I play Olivia, Dana's long lost mother, who she finds after she travels back into the 1800s. And it was really interesting to create this character. And I feel like I'm now adding to the legacy of Octavia Butler, which is really wonderful and an honor. Yeah, and Olivia, I feel like she, to me, is like all of the black women that I've ever known. All of the black women
Yeah.
who've come before me, who are fighting in some way to survive, to have better than their mothers had. So, yeah.
Uh, I had definitely been a fan of the book before I knew that I'd be a part of this project, and I think what Brandon has done so well is what we hear and what we read about Luke in the book. Brandon has sort of fleshed that out so that you can see some of those things day to day. Some of the principles the guiding principles that Luke kind of lives by, and some of the difficulties that he's experiencing. We get to see how those things manifest themselves in his daily life, which is great. So it's great to go back to the book to just remind myself who he is at his core. So when I'm reading the script, I'm like, okay, well, this is the scene, but how would Luke approach this? So to have the book and the script kind of continue to be in conversation with each other, especially because Brandon, our writer, is very intentional about honoring the essence of who these characters are in the book. It's just really great to be sort of led by these two great writers, Octavia
Absolutely.
and Brandon.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for me, Sarah is in the novel. However, Octavia Butler expresses through Dana in the novel how when Dana experiences Sarah for the first few times, she sees a trope. She talks
Yeah.
about how she sees a mammy. And what this series allows is us to explore, why is Sarah in the cookhouse? What
Yeah.
happened before? And what is she doing in terms of trying to rail or fight against the system in order to win freedom for her children? You really get to
Yeah.
explore the different means and methods that Sarah will, the extremes even that she will go to in order to obtain that which she values the most.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Beautifully said. Thank you, everyone. With you all being people of color, but yet certainly professionals, was there any hesitation stepping into these roles that have such a deep emotional demanding aspect to it?
Uh, no. I know that there can sometimes be a hesitation from the audience perspective, when movies or TV shows are dealing with this material. But I was saying earlier that the shame of slavery does not belong to black people. It belongs to our enslavers. I'm not ashamed. I take great pride in descending from people who found the humanity to survive.
Yes.
People who held on to hope, to joy, to laughter, to love, so that they could take care of their children and do what was best for
Yeah.
them. And those people did that for their children. Those people did that for their children. And now I'm here.
Yeah.
So to me, this is such an opportunity. It's an act of service. It is an offering to my ancestors, those who are living, those who are not. Um, so I I don't have any hesitation about it.
Yeah, and it's an opportunity, it's an offering, and it's an honor. It's such an honor to give voice to enslaved people, to lift them up in this way. So no hesitation, only gratitude.
Yeah,
absolutely. And just remembering through this piece and through pieces that are similar to it, whenever we're telling the story of our ancestors, to remember that survival is just as much a part of the rebellion.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. And my next question is, I really love how this series gave complete balance to every character that we're introduced to. Even supporting characters are able to really grab your attention, have a big scene, could change the plot in any trajectory. I just kind of wanted to know for you all, was there any particular part within the script that you were definitely excited to just get in there and showcase your talent?
Brandon gives us such great things to do.
There's so many. It's almost like in every scene there's something that you're looking forward to do. Whether it's your own, like some line you get to say, or some stunt you get to do,
something you get to witness.
Something you get to just be in the scene and be a part of.
I'll tell you,
there are so many.
There are so many. I don't know. See, you've seen the entire series. I've only seen the pilot, so I don't know if this is still in there. Because a lot of things get edited out. But I will tell you, I was so excited to explore first, just in terms of my own imaginative creation, but then actually execute it. Because I am head of the cookhouse, I've always thought to myself, why don't they just poison these people? Right? You always say, like, you have control of the food. They can't eat without you. Poison them. Poison them. And, to really think that through, though, you start going like, ooh, but you better get it right. You better get it right. Oh, you got one time. You got one good time.
You got to get them all.
You got one song only.
That's right. Oh, my goodness. But that was fun to kind of like explore that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'll just go ahead and just say, it was fun to watch.
Okay. Oh, my goodness.
Well, you three did a fantastic job, and much like I told Brandon in previous interview, there's a lot more story to be told. This season was fantastic. The world gets to check it out December 13th, and hopefully we get to talk again come season 2 and beyond.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Have a good one.
You too.